About a week or so ago, Benue State suffered a terrible loss when Fulani herdsmen, went into a community and attacked people of a community. About 200 individuals from the community were said to have lost their lives. And even up until 2 days ago, even after the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu visited the community to consolidate with people of the community to let them know that, the federal government is going to work hard to ensure that the perpetrators are brought to book, and just to, let them know that it stands with them. Benue State in general have been going through a lot, and Benue State Governor Alia, Hyacinth's special advisor, has now been exposed. You guys, you'll be surprised the kind of people that Hyacinth Alia has surrounded himself with. This is a reverend father we are talking about. The other day, when I posted a video about Benue State, somebody commented saying that, even the Catholic Church do not, accept him any longer, as one of them. I don't know how far that is true, but, that is what I got. Now again, discovering that the kind of people, the truth is, you expect that the kind of people or Reverend Father, notwithstanding the fact that he's in politics, he's in government, he's a governor of a state, the kind of people, as a Christian, as a Reverend Father, the kind of people that he will surround himself with will be people of integrity, people that cannot compromise, people that are very God-fearing. But it's so shocking to realize now that EFCC just arrested, one of his aides, for sextortion, that is for sexually exploiting ladies, for sexually exploiting girls. He would trick them into, coming to him to get ushering jobs, and then he will make them have sex with him to get a job. And then he would record them while having sex with them, and thereafter blackmail them with the video recording that he has of them. So they will be forced to continually engage in sexual relationship or give him sexual favors. They would not be able to stop because he's now blackmailing them with the video recording that he has of them. He even went as far as sharing this video recording to several, online platform, WhatsApp and so on. You can imagine. For a special advisor of a governor that is going through, a hard time at the moment, you want to think that, every hand will be on deck so as to solve the insecurity issue that Benue State is currently passing through. But that is not the case. Anyway, guys, before we delve right into the details of today's news, if this is your first time here, or you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Please make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, most importantly, turn on the post notification bell so that you can be the first person to get notified each time we upload a new video. Don't forget to drop your opinions in the comment section. Let's continue this conversation over there. Operatives of Makurdi Zonal Directorate of Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, have arrested the special advisor of the Executive Governor of Benue State on Documentation, Research and Planning, Dr. Onko Adona, for alleged sextortion and cyberbullying. He was arrested on June 20, 2025 in Makurdi following claims of some female students accusing the governor's aide of unethical and criminal behavior involving sexual exploitation, cyberbullying, and blackmail. The petitioners allege that Adona was routinely recruiting slim and attractive girls for ushering jobs and insisting on sexual favors as a condition for selection. Based on this, they became vulnerable to having sexual affairs with him, but unknown to them, he had videos of every sexual act without their consent and was always threatening to leak the videos if he refused to continue having sex with him. Adona was also alleged to be involved in blackmail, sending explicit videos of the girls, allegedly recorded without their knowledge or consent, through several messaging platforms. Some of the videos are said to be in circulation. The suspect will soon be charged to court. Let's have your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section below. This is so terrible. You would expect a better behavior from someone of, such caliber, a grown-ass man for that matter. I'll have his picture on the thumbnail. A grown-ass man like that has a wife, that has a family, that has children at home, is not even thinking of the fact that, he's old enough to give birth to these young girls, is blackmailing them, exploiting them sexually, and then posting their videos online to get money as well, because I'm sure that it's probably selling the video clip. You can imagine. You can imagine. I hope he rots in jail. I hope he gets sent to prison. I hope he does not go scot-free. I hope he pays for all this that he has done. Before we go, my people, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. The first comment here is from Martin Zemika, who says, there is nothing, I mean nothing, talk good about the government in Benue State. The governor said he's a priest. I doubt it. Tufiakwa. I think when the governor just newly, assumed the office of a governor in Benue State, a lot of people were hopeful. A lot of people thought that his regime will be very different from the typical one that they have had, prior to now. A lot of people felt that because he's a reverend father, things would change. Things would not be as before. But it's so sad that I think now in Benue State it's even worse. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comment section, because a lot of the comments that I've seen, concerning Benue State and the governor has been negative so far. Moving on, Levy says, birds of the same feathers flock together. Exactly. You cannot call yourself a reverend father. You cannot call yourself a Christian, and then you surround yourself with this kind of people. This case almost has nothing to do with, the governor, because it's not the one that said, okay, go and get yourself involved in this mess. But at the same time, I feel like he's a reverend father, he's a Christian, which means that he ought to be very selective about the people that he allows to get close to him. He ought to have been. It's not like he has a godfather that, chose all of these people for him. The godfather that he would have had would have been George Akume, but him and George Akume are not, on good terms. Their relationship is not as solid as it used to be. So I'm assuming that, he selected all of these people that are working with him by himself. So why did they select, this kind of people, this kind of crazy people into his government to work with him? Now, these people are helping to further tarnish his image. Another comment here says, just imagine someone, his house is burning, is only after sex with younger ladies. Now you will lose your job and be disgraced too. Of course. Men, let's try and learn. There is life after political positions. Exactly. Emmanuel says, that sounds stupid, irresponsible, disgusting and horrible. Some people can be. He jailed for others to learn a lesson or two. Yes, he should be jailed so that others can learn lesson from him. Akombi Nathaniel says, that shows how those given appointment to govern misuse the opportunity. Instead, giving solution that creates problem. Exactly, because you feel you are in a position of authority, you can do and undo. Nobody is going to arrest you. Nobody is going to question you. So you are threatening these young girls, asking them for sex, and then you're recording them and using the recording to blackmail them. That's so devilish. Truth says, there is nothing good about this Benue State governor. Another one says, beautiful, absolutely disheartening. Nigeria is a very wonderful country, period. Akdekole Adenichi says, it's because it's comfortable, that's why he's looking for Toto. Okay. Agbara Godfrey says, I wonder why TOTO is a problem of most males. Only God knows why. Only God knows why. This is someone that has a wife at home. This is someone that has children. And I'm very sure that he doesn't pray that for the same thing he's doing to these girls to be done to his own children. So why are you doing the same to other people's children? Lastly, a comment from Olorioko says, let's ask the governor if he actually knew this man quite well before bringing him to office. And another thing here to consider is, a lot of these governors have people who get them very attractive girls, very attractive young girls that they sleep with. I've had stories of governors who, they will go and bring these girls to his house. He has a club at home where, they will party and dance. They'll bring him these girls and he will just choose whoever he wants to sleep with for that night. And that is it. So are we going to say that this man is actually working for the Benue State governor? Maybe because he's a father and he has not, tested all of his and all of his power, all of his, freedom to do whatever he wishes while he was in a Catholic church. And now that he's the governor, he feels like he can do everything that he has ever wished for, But who are the people that is actually, this is ushering, the ushering job in quote. I don't think that if we find out, yeah, I'm very sure that if ESCC, dig deep and do, their investigation, more investigation, they will find out that, the ushering job is actually not an ushering job. It might actually be an escort service that he has. It might actually be, what do they even call them? Is it contractor? These people that help solicit for girls to rich people and just, give rich people girls and they get paid for it. It might just be that is what it might just be, the same thing that this man is doing and not any ushering jobs. We all know how these young girls, they go after rich married men. That might just be the case. But the thing about him is, he's not only giving them out to, rich men, he's also making sure that he sleeps with them before he even gives them the job at all. And then he's also blackmailing them whenever they refuse to come back to sleep with him. Let's have your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section, guys. What do you all think of this? Thank you very much for always listening and watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.